Next up in our coaches check-in series is head volleyball coach Justin Turco. Coach, coming off a 2019 season where you guys finished regionally ranked. You guys had a great winning streak during the year, played some tough opponents, got out some great wins. How are you looking to build on that season coming up on the 2020?
It was a great year. We had some really good wins on the court, some tough, close losses. I think we did a great job of learning from our tough losses and getting stronger from it and building on our wins. I think the biggest thing we saw was our senior class emerge as phenomenal leaders, while our highly talented younger underclass, who got, a lot of them played, really emerged as active learners and didn't just try to better themselves on the court, but also off the court, and looked up to our seniors and really learned on how to be a Salisbury volleyball athlete. I think that just building that culture is going to really help us improve next year's results more than any little win or any point we scored last year.
Right, Ray talked about briefly how great the upperclassmen did, and I'm sure those seniors are going to be missed. But you talked about the growth of your underclassmen. Some of your returners are going to come in, led by All CAC academic All District selection Amanda Chu. How important is their progression going to be for the upcoming season?
Like I said, just building on what the seniors taught them. They were so active in learning. They didn't just wait for information that came to them. They really sought out our senior class, and they still do right now in terms of how to be good leaders, because they're the leadership group. That rising junior class is the leadership group coming in next year. All those personal accolades we don't worry about too much. We just worry about the wins and losses, and how we're doing in school and how we're doing as people, healthy and staying active.
During this time of staying at home and COVID-19, everybody's away from campus. How are you and your team stay connected during this times of being at home?
The silver lining of everything right now going on is that we have technology. So we've been using Zoom to meet once a week. The meetings have been pretty light and open discussion, kind of family style, where we just try to give them one or two quick articles that take a minute or two to read, just to drive discussion on, whether it's nutrition, mindfulness, exercise. We'll have Mike, our sports performance coach, he joins on, so we get to kind of discuss getting creative in this, this more quarantine, isolation environment, and trying to get the best workouts we can. We're bringing in a nutritionist this week that's going to talk to our team just about, diet, how it relates to exercise, timing of stuff. Our players already have a ton of good questions for the nutritionist. We're just trying to be involved as much as we can. I think we're almost a little more communicative now than we would be if we're on campus, because we took it for granted that someone can just pop in. So we're really utilizing technology and just staying in touch with everybody individually to make sure we're doing well mentally, physically. Everybody's experiencing this a little different, so we want to make sure that we can communicate well, stay strong as a family, and also be here for resources and guidance.
When you're looking for the next student athlete to come to join your team and come to Salisbury, what are you looking for in that student athlete?
Initially, I'll look for skill if they're getting enough touches, but sometimes they don't get a ton of touches depending on their position. And then athleticism, to try to gauge their athletic ceiling, to see how far we can push them and how far they'll go athletically. Once they get those base requirements down, we look at their interactions between their teammates, their coaches, their family when they're on the court, sometimes when they're off the court, to see if we can get an idea of how they'll fit into their culture, or if they'll fit into our culture. Because we take a lot of time on building our team off the court, and taking pride in using the word family, not just as a word, but actually living like that. And we don't want to bring anyone into our family that would be detrimental to it. So, skill and athleticism, and then how they are as a person, just to see if they're going to fit in the family. Then also if they're going to work hard, because Salisbury University has such great resources with our athletic trainers, our sports performance. We're very supported from the president's office down, that we want to make sure that we bring in athletes that are going to take advantage of all those resources and really drive themselves to get better.